name is Nur Fatin Amira binti Azhar, and my teammate Nur Aiza Gasang, Nur Azina Irene binti Abdul Muttalib, and last one is Putri Nur Shafina binti Suhaimi. Today, my group would like to present about the role play of consumer behaviour. So, for my part is, I want to share to all of you about what retailer must do and must do during COVID-19. Firstly, the retailer must make sure that customer and the customer is wearing face mask every time and when they come into the shop. Secondly is the retailer must make sure that they have a hand sanitizer at the shop. Okay, so the customer need to wear the hand sanitizer during walk into the shop. The third one is they will the retailer must make sure that the customer will do a body temperature before into the shop, and they will need to body temperature at the head, not at the hand. Now, I want to present about what customer can get when the retailer do the responsibility during COVID-19. First, customer and retailer can get information if have contact or COVID-19 at the shop, and the second is it will more easier for retailer to record the person who come and who in and out at the shop. Last one is it will more easier for everybody or everyone who come to the shop, because now COVID-19 is very dangerous to everyone. So everybody include the customer, the retailer, or anybody must be more awareness about this problem. I hope that the customer and the retailer will get the some, and I hope that everybody will get some knowledge from my present. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Azina Irene binti Abdul Muttalib from DRM3A. My metric number is 1017. Today I would like to do a role play video about justify consumer right and how the method implement. So for the consumer right, the first one is right to get a safety, and number two, right to get environmental health. Okay, so how the method implement for the consumer right? Okay, for the first one, to get a safety, retailer must have to make sure that they sell the product. The product is clean without anything such as dust. Then retailer also must make sure the product they sell is not expired yet. So the product, so the consumer can make sure that the product is safe to use. So for physical, retailer must make sure the physical of the product is not have any damage, such as damage at the box or the plastic. So next, the method implement for second consumer right is to get environmental health. So for this, retailer must make sure the consumer wear a mask, use hand sanitizer, and check a body temperature when before want to enter the store. This is because this is a SOP that is set along COVID-19 to avoid the virus spread. So also consumer have to turn before want to enter the store, must enter the store in turn, which means is stand at the line that's set at the in front of the store. So consumer when want to enter the store with 2 people or 3 people enter the store in one time. This is to ensure there is no congestion in store. So the virus of COVID-19 can spread to anyone that going to shop at the store. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Putri Nushafina binti Suhaimi, number matric 1037. So, I continue with question number 3, which is consumer protection measure from COVID-19. Okay, first, the retailers need to clean their store with sanitizer, which is at doorknob. The retailer must provide the hand sanitizer before customer get in their store to make sure customer clean. Okay, the hand sanitizer at least have a 60% of alcohol content. The customer need to rub on both hands until hands are dry. Okay. Second is make sure the customer wear mask. Okay, face mask is very important. The face mask is an important preventative method to prevent the spread of respiratory tract disease that are spread to virus including COVID-19. Okay, the use face mask for non-medical purpose is recommended for those who have no symptoms but are in place where COVID-19 is widespread and social imprisonment is difficult to practice. Okay, next is retailer need to scan the customer temperature before get in the store. Okay, the scanner is thermometer. Okay, the thermometer for scan customer temperature is important because we as retailers can know who has a fever or not being well. Okay, also the customer need to scan the My Sejahtera for follow the all SOP as the government wishes. Okay, My Sejahtera is for help government prevent the transmission COVID. Okay, this application is owned by the government of Malaysia and managed by KKM as the application administrator with the assistance of MKN and MAMPU. Okay, the government guarantee that the customer personal information will be used for COVID-19 epidemic only. Okay, the personal information will not be shared or given to any other party, so the customer don't have to worry about it. Okay, so all the above steps are very important to follow as it can help the government stop the spread of virus COVID-19. Okay, like Menteri Kanan Keselamatan Datuk Seri Ismail Sabri Yaakob said, you have follow SOP for the common good and not to bother anyone because our objective is one, which is to stop COVID-19 for the safety of self, family, community and country. So that's all. Thank you.
I want to share the current scenario of COVID-19 affected to the retailers. Okay, firstly, the drastic change in the external environment caused by COVID-19 have had various effects on the business of the retail industry. The crisis has created stark contrasts in business performance between types of business operation. Okay, due to the government's request for essential business continuity, retail businesses that handle food and daily necessities retails, such as supermarket, drugstore, and convenience store, excluding store located in office district, have remained in good condition as consumer wait in long lines at cash regress to buy product, many of which have even sold out. On the other hand, retailers of shopping goods and luxury items deemed non-essential, such as apparel and home appliances, have stagnated. Company headquarters, meanwhile, were forced to act urgent to achieve business continuity while responding to the sudden shift to remove workplace. So they allow them to use company pieces at home and to arrange to paper documents to be taken off company premise. Another example is the rotation system they created for employers. One characteristic of the retail business is that when storefronts are fully operating, the headquarters that support them cannot stop operating either, so they were forced to make a big change in their conventional working methods. Yes. In this way, business processes throughout all areas of the retailer industry have felt the impact and have been dealing with this countermeasure for several months now. What direction will the retail industry aim for now as it responds to this environmental change? For store operation, it is important to create a safe environment, not only for customers but also for employers, so that they can work without under safe. With progress toward providing contact lens service and achieving social distancing, store will have to come up with completely new loyalties, which eventually will be the factor that differentiates store. Responding effectively to the corresponding consumer and employer expectation will increase employer loyalty for the retail industry. Moreover, employer sharing, which has become a current industry topic, will properly continue to be discussed. Thank you. Okay. Next, I would like to share how the consumer right saves the consumer. Okay. Consumer rights are generally a reference to a body of law that pertains to things the producer of goods must do to protect customer for harm. This law have come into existence through a series of legal disputes and have been shaped by the result of those cases. In a few instances, some states have actually codified regulation that they refer to as a consumer rights law, but this is not yet the majority practice, and even this codification may not cover all of the principles that are generally considered consumer right. One of the most widely accepted basic consumer right is the right to safety. In other words, consumers should be able to assume that the products they buy are reasonably safe for their intended purpose when used direct. Secondly, is the right to be informed. This means the right of the consumer to have sufficient information to what alternative and to protect the consumer from false and misleading claims in advertising and labeling practice. A third right is the right to choose. This means having competing goods and service that offer alternative in terms of price, quality, and service. Finally, and and increasingly recognize right as the right to be heard. Here, this means and ensures that government will take heed of the concerns of consumer and will protect those interests through wisely enacted. If you believe that one of these rights has been violated and you have been harmed as a result, you may wish to speak to an attorney. You might have to a cause of action for harm because by violation of your consumer right if you serve harm. This is also chance at the head. Then, if you are able to institute a class action suit, you may be able to effect real change and help prevent others from harm. That's all for me. Thank you.